Hey, everybody. Welcome to 7 Minute Health Chat with Robin and Kim. And today we're going to talk about something really yummy, and that is red apples. And the reason we're talking about red apples today is because December the 1st was National Eat a Red Apple Day. And why, you say, why a red apple? Well, we're going to tell you why. But first, I'm going to tell you where the red apple came from, because I think this is really interesting. So in 1872, the red delicious apple was found in Iowa, but it was not called red delicious. It was called a Hawkeye. And you know, Iowa Hawkeyes, right?
I'm sure some
And
Hawkeye
then,
fans are out there.
right. And then they changed it. This Jesse Hyatt is the one who discovered the red or the Hawkeye. They changed the name to Delicend, Delicind, and then it got changed to Red Delicious. And so now we have the Red Delicious apple, and you can get this apple all year round. And they're high in fiber, they're high in antioxidants, vitamin C, and they have more calcium than any other apple. And that's just a few things. And Kim's going to tell you a few other things about the Red Delicious apple.
So, and red apples, I mean, there are a lot of red apples out there, but the Red Delicious has been actually tested to show it's the highest in polyphenols, and it's the highest in antioxidants and super healthy. So Red Delicious, and I want to show you my book that my big referral. I refer to this quite a bit, Eat to Beat Disease by Dr. William Lee. And he talks about the healthiest apples, and the Red Delicious and the Granny Smith are the top two. And he said, there's the other interesting thing I thought is like, I've read 7,500 to 10,000 varieties of apples, but only like 100 are available, like usually get in the store. So the other interesting thing about that is that, and this has been in the news lately, if you are a Kirstie Alley fan, this is kind of interesting that eating 1 to 2 of these apples a day help protect against bladder cancer and colorectal cancer, which I think is huge. So remember the adage, an apple away keeps the doctor away? There's actually a lot of truth to it. And it's also high in fiber, it's high in pectin, it's got quercetin in it, which is an immune booster. So the top 2 healthiest apples are Red Delicious and Granny Smith. And in Europe, it's called a Reinette, Reinette, AKA a little queen. So if you're in Europe, you got that variety. It's supposed to be very, very healthy. And, but here's a caveat. So these should be organic apples. You should look for organic, because the Environmental Working Group has a list. They have their top 12, the dirty dozen of things we should buy organic, because these are highly pesticided crops. Apples are number 2, unfortunately. So that's high. And so if you don't believe me, go Google Environmental Working Group dirty dozen, and then they have a clean 15 too. So you can see you don't have to buy everything organic. But anyway, those are the top 2 things there. And Dr. Lee recommends 1 to 2 apples a day, and to help with, not even more than helping to prevent cancer, but helping to just with fiber and getting all the other goodies in there we talked about. So.
And the other thing I'd like to add too is a lot of people say, do we eat an apple with the peel on or the peel off? And really, you get like, it is a ton more nutrients with the peel on. And I'll give you a little tip. Cut your apple. Use one of those apple cutters instead of biting into an apple. And I was told this because I kept chipping this tooth. Like, I have a little loose spot. And she said, do you eat apples? And I said, yeah, I eat 1 a day, which this was back in the day. And I got to get back on my apple kick, because I haven't been. And she said, cut them, because when you eat like that, that's pulling on that. So if anybody says, that it does bother, definitely cut it in little pieces. But
yeah, I agree with you. And I do the same. And I usually have my treat or snack or my crack is organic Granny Smith apple slices with fresh almond butter. And I just got back from Fresh Market today, and they've got their almond butter 20% off.
Oh, really?
For members, yeah. And you can be a free member, and I get 20% off. It's like my crap.
So instead of caramel apple dip, get fresh nut butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be your friend. So anyway, yeah, an apple a day keeps the doctor away and a lot of other things. So,
And it
you know,
really does.
don't be afraid. And it's it's an easy fruit to access.
Yep. So tell us what your favorite apple is. I told Kim, I eat a red apple. Typically, I go to a Fuji and going through all this, like looking up all the apple and how good it is and why it's good. I found out the reason I like the Fuji is because it has more sugar in it. So it's a sweeter apple. And it's not that it's a bad apple, because it's not. It's not a bad. Any apple's a good apple for you. But now I know why I like those Fujis. But the Red Delicious, yes, and the Gala. Gala? Is that what you said?
No, I used to
No.
like Brayburn. Brayburn used to be my favorite, but they've changed.
Okay.
Now I don't even see them in the store anymore. But they hold apples for a year, and then they get mealy, and I'm like, I want hard. That's why I like Granny Smith, because they're tart. They're hard.
Right.
And they're
Right.
hard. Yeah. So
Right.
anyway.
So go for those Red Delicious or the Granny Smiths, and every single day or twice a day, right?
Yeah. Don't be afraid to eat your apples.
That's
All right.
right.
Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Yep.
Happy Wellness Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.